Zenith Harris just renewed their SimFan membership. Zenith Harris celebrates 10 months of membership.
Hello everybody and welcome to Simulator Adventures. It's a Friday, we're going to be doing some ProMods today. I'm going to be really enjoying Ireland in ProMods because I've never driven there before. But let's start by talking to you guys. I want to hear how you all are. How have you been doing this week? I was away last weekend, so you didn't see much content from me. But this week is going to be... the next week, it's going to be interesting. I'm going to have a return to long-form videos. We're going to talk about it a bit tonight. What's going on with the channel. Don't worry, nothing major. Well, I want to change things around here. But anyway, I've got a cup of tea. I'm going to try and drink as much of it as I can before we start driving, because the wheel can kind of mess stuff up. I've also got the webcam connector so you can see what I'm doing with the wheel. You can see my side panel here. I need to move that out of the way just a little bit. There you go. So I'm in the game already. Let's see if it already... will it pop up? I don't think it will. No? There you go. That is Euro Truck. Right. We can go back to that view in a second. Anyway. Whoa. How's it all sounding? If this is Mukbang Adventures, yeah, a cup of tea is Mukbang, I guess. Zenith, thank you very much for sponsoring the channel again. 10 months of membership, so really, you've been going for a full year nearly. That's amazing. How's everybody doing? Audio's fine, good. Not too loud, not too quiet, not too distorted. I have been really trying to get the microphone sounding a little bit better on stream, so maybe we can adjust it in the future. Like if I talk really loud, is it bad? I don't know. I can see the graph, the volume graph. Doing great, good. Yes, they released a Nordic Horizons DLC gameplay video. I did watch a bit of that. It looks really good. The roads are really wide, considering it's like northern Europe. Like, is it Norway? Finland and Sweden, but like the north half of those countries. So yeah, that's good. Distincta, Simulate, 8 months. Thank you very much. Oh, that's not very good, is it? Can I move that?
The Distincta just renewed their Simulate membership. The Distincta celebrates 8 months of membership.
Thank you, Distincta. Hang on a minute. I just need to replay that one. Excuse me. Doesn't quite fit, does it?
The Distincta just renewed their Simulate membership. The Distincta celebrates 8 months of membership.
Anyway, new screenshot contest. I'm not sure. I was thinking we should do a video contest next time instead of screenshot. We've done 5 screenshot contests now, so I was thinking of doing a video one next time. We get so many entries on the photo one. I thought maybe we'd switch it up a bit. We'll have another one for the end of the year. Don't worry, we will. That's too high now. That's too high now. Rodzop. Thank you for subscribing. Right. Go on then. Let's get into Euro Truck. Turn the game sound on. Let's listen to those beautiful tones. Yeah, love a bit of Euro Truck music. Who composed that music? I don't know. They're probably not incredibly famous, but they should be, because Euro Truck soundtrack's great. Right, camera's all set up. I need to get closer to the desk. Hold on. Enough tea has been drunk for me to start driving. Right then. Pedals all adjusted. Good, good, good. I am set up for life. Let's go. Okay. We need to get a quick job. So, last time we started in Belgium, and then we headed all the way over to here, Belfast, the capital of Northern Ireland. I actually went there in April last year. Great city, loved it. So, we're going to explore the whole of Ireland today. We're not going to leave Ireland. That's where we're going to go. So if you've got a suggestion for people to... The road from Galway to Sligo is really pretty in Ireland. Is that real life or the game? Any rich G-bags in Audis and tractors yet? Wow. Oh dear. Okay, I can see what the chat's going to be like today. We're going to go... You know what? We're going to go all the way down to Wexford. Let's do it. We're going all the way down the east coast of Ireland, past Dublin. Happy. I'm happy with that one. Right. So I don't like in Euro Truck how the view always starts far too close. And you have to go in here and you have to adjust it. So, FOV up to 85 maybe. Then we're going to go tilt down. And then we're going to go seat position. Down or up. Up and back. Like kind of there. Let's do one more FOV. Why are the default views so rubbish? Anyway, here we go. Engine on. My game is running pretty well today by the looks of things, but it's early days, you know. I have actually had to install the DLSS mod, which, yeah, you shouldn't really have to do that. Okay, here we go. Nice. Now, what FPS are we getting? Hang on a minute. Alt and R, there we go. I am getting... You can't see this, which is annoying. Right, hold on. We don't have a sat-nav. And now I'm covering the sat-nav. What are we going to do? Should I move me so I'm not covering the sat-nav? Yeah, I better move me so I'm not covering the sat-nav. That's annoying. Face cam bar down here. That'll have to do. Okay. I'm getting 54 FPS. So not bad. Not bad. I still feel like I'm looking really high up. Why is that happening? ProMods is amazing, yeah. Why is this happening? I feel like I'm looking way too high. There you go. It's a bit better. I can probably get comfy now. Maybe. Yeah, now I feel comfy. Right, let's go. Right then. We're in a Mercedes. Not my favourite truck, but it's alright. With Truck IR, you can really appreciate... I'm going to put the lights on. You can really appreciate the interiors of these trucks. Whoa, what are you doing? I still feel like I'm really high. What's going on? Into Ireland. Let's go. So yeah, tell me about your week, guys. What have you been doing this week? Have you been playing any games? Later on, I'll tell you about my plans for next week and what's going on with the channel, but I'd love to hear about your week. Actually, you know what? Shout out in the chat. Where are you from? What country are you from in the chat? How many hours to have in BeamMP? I think 1,400 now. 1,400. There you go. Well, there's a truck coming. Let's go. We've got Poland, USA. Let the chat catch up. Poland, USA. North Korea. I somehow doubt that, Simon. Whoops. Romania, Ukraine, Finland, Norway, Poland. You are from Ireland. Yes. I think, Dennis, were you in the stream last week? I can't remember. Ireland, Romania. You're in County Meath. In Ireland. Nice. Too late. We've gone through. Right. I need to take it a bit more carefully. I'm looking at the chat too much. onto the motorway. Let's go. Finland mentioned, yep. Italy, nice. Well, everybody. Go on then. What games have you been playing? Any games you've been playing this week? I'd love to know. I've been playing a bit of KCD2. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. They released a new DLC where you can build a workshop or like a forge. I think it's a forge, actually. It's like a blacksmith's forge. Below. Is that actually a place in the map? So when I went to Ireland, I drove... Whoa! That's not good. That's tighter than I thought it would be. I drove the Saab, of course, up through Belfast. We left the ferry from Birkenhead over to Belfast. Look at this guy. What the... That guy just rammed into me. Right, this game. We left the ferry at Birkenhead, drove the Saab up to Belfast from the port. Then we went to Portrush, up and down. The car actually sort of broke down. Not really. Didn't break down. The engine warning light came on, and I happened to find a Saab dealer in a place called Coleraine, and they fixed the car for like quite cheap for me. So it was nothing major really, but they fixed it for me. Ocelot, one of our moderators. I have been to Finland, yes, when I was about 7 years old, and we went skiing, and apparently I was quite good at skiing, but I never listened to anyone's like instructions, so I'd like, you know, not let go of the rope pull that pulled you up the slope, and at the end it kind of flings you off with your skis. Yeah, I've never been to Poland, no. Now, I do recognise this from Belfast. I do recognise this. I could probably find a picture of me in, Finland. Let me turn up the motion blur a bit. That might compensate for the fact that the game is not running at full frame rate today. Oi, what are you doing, Wipers? Alright. Think different. No thanks. Well, that truck's nearly about to crash into that blue Mini. Right, we're coming off here. Now, which button? There you go. That's my zoom button. The Land Rover is letting me in, or the Range Rover. Oi, 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 oi. What was the cause of the engine warning light coming on? Okay, it was the... okay, actually it is major, but it was... I spotted it so soon, I knew it wouldn't be an issue. It was the direct ignition cassette, which Saab very cleverly called the dick. Because, you know, DIC. But basically, that controls the electricity going into the spark plugs, right? And without it, the car won't work. But as soon as it detects something going wrong with that, the engine warning light comes on really early. Now, my car is 20 years old, and they say that those things only last about 10 to 15 years. So actually, it lasted pretty well. I went to this guy in Coleraine, it was 150 quid. He had a used one, it was like 1 year old, 1 year of use. That was the only one he had in stock. A new one's like 300. So I said, yep, do the 150 one. He put it in, and the car was fine. And I knew instantly what it was, because I have a... When I ECU remapped... This is really nerdy. Why am I talking about this? When I remapped the car... You can do a little... You can push 2 buttons on the information display inside the car, and it actually shows you how many error messages the car has without having to plug in an OBD scanner. And that kind of saved me. So, yeah. I'm not going to get too nerdy about Saabs again, okay? I promise. Sorry, it's too nerdy. Are we coming off here? I think we're coming off here. How much horsepower does it have? 220, but that's up from 150. See, I'm getting nerdy again. It's 150 stock, and I've got 220 now. So just ECU remapping it gives you 70 extra horsepower. I mean, they really detune them from the factory. It's not nerdy. What's fuel consumption? 35? I came back from Nottingham last weekend, the city of Nottingham, which is about 110 miles, mostly on the motorway and long straight roads. I got 35. It's not too bad. It's the 2 litre. Light pressure turbo. So not an aero, not the full 2.3. Yeah, petrol, no, I would never get a diesel. I don't really consider the diesels to be proper Saabs. You don't see any diesels on the road anymore. They're all petrol. At least of the age of my car. It's not a light car. I think it weighs 1.8 tons. Where's the check engine light? I don't see it. Alan, we're talking about my real car. Not the game. My car is like in pretty good condition now. We've fixed pretty much everything. I think we're going to need a new exhaust, so that's going to be a bit annoying, and I can hear it looks so rusty underneath. I mean, 22 years old, and it's kind of wobbling a bit. So, I mean, how often do car exhausts have to be replaced? 10, 15, 20 years is about right. I don't think many cars can last that long without a new exhaust. Where was I in Finland? Lapland? I think? 1.8 tons is pretty heavy. But it's the torque that makes a Saab. Because of that turbo. I think... How much did he say? I think he said it had 380 Newton meters of torque, which is a lot. For 220 horsepower, that's a lot. And, I mean, you put your foot down... It's really quick. Mid-range, it's probably as fast as like the modern Golf GTI, maybe even a Golf R. I'm not joking. The car's 23 years. Right, let's stay in lane. I'm going to stay in my lane. Right, now we are crossing the border from the United Kingdom and Northern Ireland into Ireland. And actually back into the European Union. 0 to 60, I think, is about 7.5. So, I do get many. Yeah, I speed a lot. Here we go. Back into Ireland. Yay. And my game's running really smoothly now. You see, when you go into a city... Oh, my stream is running on my phone and I can see it now. That's... distracting. When you're in a city in this game, it really tanks the frame rate. No matter what options you change, and the amount of mirrors you have in a truck. Actually, I've got an extra mirror on the front. I should probably remove that. Oh, I can't. It's not my truck. Yeah, the more mirrors you have, because that is like another version of the game being displayed on every mirror, that is what causes low FPS in this game. I use Track IR. Remember, we do have... Oh, hang on a minute. Let me get my Stream Deck down here. Because I can do... exclamation mark. Whoa, let's concentrate on the road. I can do exclamation mark specs in the chat. There you go. And you can read about my computer. I'm using Track IR 5 with the Track Clip Pro. But I'm using a custom one I got off Etsy, which is battery powered. So I don't have to have it plugged in all the time. I do have multiplayer, but I don't do the convoy stuff just because it's quite difficult to set up. Everybody has to have the same mods. Everyone has to have the same DLC. So I tend to prefer doing Truckers MP, but we haven't done that for about 3 or 4 months, maybe? We are nearly at 86,000 subs as well. You had eye surgery today. Oh my goodness. What kind of surgery was that? You hate the Actros. I'm not a fan. I don't hate it. Just this thing. I don't like it though. Thoughts on the future ETS2 DLCs? I don't have many thoughts, you know. I'm looking forward to Nordic Horizons. I'll buy all of them. In the past, I've bought all of the different DLCs, so there's no danger of me not buying it. Removing a dot from inside my eyelid. Oh, okay. Heart of Russia is not going to release. Without getting too political, I just don't think it would be a good move for them to release that at the moment. You know? Especially when they're based in the Czech Republic. Wow, look at this traffic. I suppose this is kind of realistic, but would Ireland really have a toll booth on a motorway like this? I don't know. Let's go here. After World War III? Yeah, probably. If there's anything left. What? Stupid gate. The M50 has a toll booth. And many other... Okay. That's weird. We only have one motorway with a toll booth in the UK, so... I need to move my chair over a bit, I think. I'm kind of uncomfortable. I'm kind of like shifting my body like this. There you go. It's better. Yay. Get nice and comfy. So we're going to be going for about 2 hours tonight, so we've got an hour and a half remaining. I've never got a speeding ticket in real life, no. In game, yeah. Definitely. It's 90 kilometers per hour here. So, it's not a very long journey, but we should be able to explore a lot of the country today. So I'm looking forward to that. We might even buy a truck here. I don't know. Okay, so while you guys are here, I might as well tell you about what's going on with the channel. I'm kind of taking a break from the long videos at the moment. I'm doing daily shorts at the moment, so I hope you guys do watch the shorts. I think even if you don't like shorts, you'll probably like the shorts I do on the channel. I did a short yesterday, you should check out after this stream finishes, on the widgeon. I did some history about the BeamMP widgeon and what it's inspired by. I thought, you know, a new kind of video, new type of video on the channel. If that does well, I'll do the histories of other vehicles in the game. And also, I'm going to be doing my first like long video from this short break will be next week. So I'll come back to doing long form videos early next week. And from there, it's kind of like a soft relaunch of the channel. I want to do much more frequent videos. I'm putting more effort into the videos. The BeamMP mod reviews aren't going anywhere, but other stuff, I want to do longer videos and more in-depth kind of things, like news about other games, not just like gameplay videos, because I think gameplay videos on YouTube have kind of had their day. So if there's a new game that comes out, I'll be doing it from like a slightly different angle. But anyway, that's just as like a little bit of a plan. You did see the Windsor Shore, okay. I've never been on the German Autobahn, but I would love to go. So yeah, expect a video next week. Until then, I think maybe apart from Sunday, I will have daily shorts. So I've posted one already today, and I'll be posting another tomorrow. And yeah, I'm working on a video for next week. And let's see what happens from there. The Q&A is coming up at the end of this month. I'm doing some Moser reviews. I think the week... you know what? It might even be next week. I don't know. But the Moser reviews will be coming. I know I've put this stuff off for a long time. I know I've said I'll be doing them for a while. But they are genuinely coming. If you've got any Q&A questions, like burning questions, you can still submit them. I haven't recorded the Q&A yet. Just search Q&A on... Why did the indicator not work then? Search Q&A on the channel. And yeah, you can submit a question. I might answer it in the video. I don't think I've gone much over the speed limit. You'll record it on the 29th, lol. Yeah, and also for the people who are members, I am going to be changing the membership things. Like, I'm not going to be removing anything. I'm actually going to be adding stuff for you. Exclusive 24-hour access to videos, things like that. More exclusive videos. So, yeah, I hope you're going to be enjoying that. That'll come at the end of this month, start of next month. I'm also thinking now we're going to scrap the lower membership tier. We have... 2 tiers. One of them's $4.99, one of them is $1.99. So I know that many people have been supporting me on the $1.99 tier, but there's only 5 of you compared to like 35 on the $4.99 tier. So I want to streamline it. What the hell does that mean? Streamline it, make it much simpler. SimFan is useless. Well, I don't think it's useless because they are supporting me, and we will lose some people who have been contributing to the channel, and I will always thank them for their support. But when you click into the membership and you want to get on the members BeamMP server, a lot of people join SimFan first accidentally, and I don't want them doing that. You know, I want to make it clear the $4.99 tier is how you get access to the members server. So yeah, that's what's happening on the channel. September's always a weird month. It's my birthday in 4 days. I'm going to be 25, which is crazy. I know I don't look 25. But yeah, that's going to be crazy. Yes. Thank you, Andre. Thank you for the BeamMP mods a lot. No problem. I'm glad you enjoy them. You look 15. Well, there you go. You're my favourite BeamMP YouTuber, man. Thank you very much. Thank you. BeamMP's going nowhere, by the way, so when I say I'm changing my videos, I actually want to do more top 10 lists. One of my most popular videos on the channel now is the top 10 most downloaded BeamMP mods list. If I did like one of those every month, or 2 every month, I think that'd be good. Yes, I'm nearly 25. In 4 days. I know a lot of people who were born on the 11th of September. I find it really weird, right? I think I know 4 people who were born on the 11th of September. Birthday stream... I'm going to be too busy with videos, I think. The tips and tricks videos, or shorts, they're probably not going to continue for much longer, like on a regular basis. I'm going to do them every now and then, because I'm running out of things to cover. I'm running out of things to cover. BeamMP is not as complicated as most of the other games I play. Like, I watch a guy who does... In fact, I was inspired to do that by a guy who does DayZ tips and tricks. There's millions of mechanics in that game. In BeamMP, there's not that many. So if you do have issues... I'm reading the chat. If you do have issues... If you do have ideas... There you go. I should stop reading the chat while I'm talking. It kind of distracts me. If you do have ideas, please suggest them in... the Discord server. In the suggestions channel will be perfect. You can put video ideas in there. You can just say, this is an idea for the tips and tricks. Whoa, here we go, traffic jam. And let me know, and I will probably make it, if it's a good one. No ideas, skill issue. Well, I have done 20 videos of BeamMP tips and tricks. And it's not... No one's done it before, probably for this exact reason, right? Everyone's done like 1 video, and there's like 10 or something in there. 20... You're starting to stretch what's possible. It's going to be night time. Can we sleep at some point, maybe? We're going to get 8k for this journey, so that's not too bad. They are insanely useful for new players, yeah. I will continue them, but not very regularly, just because I need time to think of a good tip. I don't want to do like, you know, if you press Alt F4, you can quit the game. That's, you know, everybody knows that. I want them to be useful. I want them to be a bit unknown, like I can help both the new and the experienced players. Where can you sleep in ETS? You can sleep at the rest stations usually. I mean, I'm old enough to remember Euro Truck and UK Truck Simulator 1. Or Euro Truck Simulator 1 and UK Truck Simulator, that's it. Where it actually let you sleep in any of the yards. So, like, there's a point at the edge of the yards where you deliver trailers where you can sleep. They should add that back. That was great. Because with a truck, you know, you've got a bed there. You can sleep anywhere in a truck. Close your eyes for 13 seconds. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Oh no! The people that gave me this truck didn't fill up the truck enough. Oh no. Oh, we're going to make it. We don't need to fill up. I think we're going to make it. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. You know when you have like a rental car and they tell you, you must return this car with at least 5 gallons of fuel or something like that. Is that a bit too much? I don't know. But yeah. No, it's just a small fuel tank. Okay. Well, we'll be fine. Look how much it leans. Look at the suspension in this truck. That's what you get for turning the physics to realistic settings. By the way, we had a giveaway on the Discord server today. Congratulations to the winner. They won themselves Construction Sim 2022. I was thinking for my birthday I might do an extra giveaway, but not sure. Do I have the brutal traffic mod? I don't think I do. The reason I don't have the brutal traffic mod is because it kind of makes the game lag. So yeah. You've been watching the channel for a long time. Thank you. Yeah, all the trucks are diesel in this game. There are some electric trucks, but nobody likes those. Singapore Transport, hello, welcome. We're driving through Ireland in Euro Truck Simulator 2. This is actually part 2 of a long series I'm going to be doing, and I think next time I'm going to add some mods to the game. I'm going to put like a truck mod and some AI traffic mods. They improve traffic in 0.37. Yeah, I mean, we could talk about speculation for 0.37. Obviously, I am a partner, a content partner for BeamMP, so I can't really say that much. I can tell you what I'd like to see, but I can't tell you what is going to be in the update, of course. How many episodes? Well, they're live stream episodes. It's going to be like 2 hours long each. So it's not like a video. But we're going to do this until at least the end of the year. At least. So we're going to do it into like early next year, let's say. I can't spoiler, no. Will you go to Iceland? Yes, yep. I might even install the Middle East thing, or would that be a bit too sensitive at this in this day and age? Oh, anesthesia, yeah. I had to go on anesthesia for a... Is it a gastroscopy? Will they look in your stomach? I can't remember the name of it. And yeah, I was completely out of it. I think he said it was a type of fentanyl, but obviously like a hospital-administered type of fentanyl. So, and it's like really strong, mixed with other things, obviously. But yeah. Yeah, this isn't a new truck. Is it fentanyl or fentanyl? I don't even know. I'm that clueless. I don't even know what it is. It's fentanyl, isn't it? Which has been in the news so much. There's an endoscopy, but there's also gastroscopy, which I think is looking in your stomach. Am I taking it? No. This is in a hospital. Hospitals don't use morphine anymore. Morphine is like so old-fashioned. They scope your end, exactly. Okay, we're nearly there at Wexford. So we're now, I mean, literally half an hour in, and we're down to the south of Ireland. It's not a big part of the map. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. It's a Friday. I'm having some fun in Euro Truck. It's a good game to relax with, right? Not much traffic here. I guess it is midnight on a Tuesday. I don't know. Whoop, hit the curb. There is a realistic world size mod, but it's not very detailed, and I don't think it has the whole world. It has just like 1 or 2 countries, like Netherlands and Germany, I think. Right, we're going to go to the west coast. Sure. You have history lessons. Oh boy. I'm a big fan of history. I like to study history. What period of history are you studying? Here we go. A lot of people don't know about me. I have a master's degree in, well, you see, I could tell you the exact description of it, but it's more like politics and history, really. So, you know, about Native Americans, right. That is one area of history I don't know about, I'm going to be honest, because we don't study it in Britain. We just do not study it. I tell that every 3 streams. Really? And now I'm doing BeamMP videos, yes. That's a natural progression. Right, let's go. What are we even carrying today? Horse trailers? What? Ah! Are the horses inside them? Oh, I really hope there's a horse inside them. That'd be funny. Let's have a look. Hello, horsey. Ah, there's no horses in here. That's a shame. Right. No, not horse meat. Oh, it's a bit tight, this yard. Right, that'll do. And then, forward. Ugh! Reverse! You have to stop completely before it goes into reverse. I guess that's realistic, I don't know. I'm just cheating here, but by using external camera, aren't I? But there you go, whatever. Boom! That'll do. You're so hungry you could eat a horse, exactly. Now, I'm going to do fragile cargo. Right, quick job. Let's try and get over to the west of Ireland. So, Limerick. That looks perfect. Let's go to Limerick. Now, I'm going to change it. Ah, we actually can't go that way. Look at that. It forces us to go here because the M9 doesn't go left. Whoa, it's slightly going off the coast here. I think it's okay though. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go, Limerick. Anybody got any limericks? Hopefully not rude ones. Right, we need to adjust the. We should adjust this. Here we go. There we go. What's the background mod? I think I've put it in the description. If you look in the description, assuming I copied it over from the last video, I have a Steam collection. Yes, it's down there. I have a Steam Workshop collection, and it's called the... oh, God, I can't... Hang on. The Country Name Map Mod for ProMods. There you go. Can I just refresh the page, please? Thank you. Come on, YouTube. YouTube's UI for when you're streaming is not very good. I'm going to be honest. They could improve that. Anyway, let's go. Let's try and think of a limerick while we're driving over there. No, I can only think of rude ones. How do you install ProMods? It's on their website. You just have to create an account. I think you may have to pay, actually, to be honest. It's much easier to pay €1 for the full version rather than downloading all them separately and then combining them. These .zip files. What are we actually... Oh, I hit a sign. Geodis. I've never heard it. Never heard of it. Right, nice. Here we go. The Saab plushie is not still in the market. No, unfortunately not. We didn't meet our... We got 53 or 52? 55? Something like that. 55 sales? We didn't make it. So once I hit like a bigger subscriber count, we may try and do that kind of thing again. And I've kind of pushed back my plan to start merch until I hit like 100k. So... Alright, let's think of a limerick to do with trucks. This is going to be difficult. No, I can't think of one that's not rude. Make merch from my face? Nah, I don't want to do that. Wow, it's dark. Nah, I don't know. I don't want to do that kind of merch, you know. I suppose I might have to if I want to sell it, but yeah. I would quite like to go to Ireland again. Although, where would I go? I haven't been to Dublin. I'd quite like to see Dublin. There we go. Where are we now? Irish National Heritage something. Okay. It would be nice if we could see this, but it's too late at night. We're doing Ireland today. We're going to do all of Ireland. We're going to try and see all of it. Have you hit another plug on newspapers with your sub? No, I haven't. No. Here we go. Now. Where's that guy going? Where are you going, bro? There you go. Nice. It's nearly 1 AM, so... This engine is much louder than the last one. We're doing Ireland today. Next time we will go maybe to France or somewhere like that. I just wanted to explore Ireland because I've never been here before in this game. My high beams are on, so I'm blinding the AI. Oh yes, thank you. Look how weak they are without it though. Look at that. Yep, 90 kilometers per hour. Now, I think they use miles per hour in Ireland. Can someone correct me if I'm wrong? I think they use miles per hour in Ireland, so... They don't use kilometers per hour in Ireland. Are you sure? When did that change? I swear they use miles. When did they switch? Not since always, no. Not since always. There was a sign at the border. I didn't see that. Have you updated your DLL to make the fuel indicator work? Probably not, no. I probably forgot. I'll make a note of that. Since 2005. Wow, okay. It's going a bit fast. Go on then. I'll write it in my phone. I'm gonna have to remove it out of this phone holder though. We'll do it when we get to the next destination. Someone remind me. You're talking about YARA, right? The at the top of the screen up there. That's YARA, my root advisor mod. It works really well. Right, I can see we've got 40 viewers, but only 25 likes. So let's try and get to 40 likes. People that are watching now, hit that like button. Don't drink and drive. I don't note and drive. Liked, thank you. Wait. I don't think Australia or New Zealand use miles per hour. They use kilometers. I'm sure they do. But I thought Ireland used miles, but I'm wrong. I want to go past this coach. I think I'm going to try. Here we go. Why is this not working? Sometimes it just stops working. Hold on. Let's just plug it back in. I think it may be because I didn't launch the game through the Moser app. Sometimes you have to do that. There we go. It kind of works. Like the indicator sounds aren't there. What's that about? Oh yeah, we are going to be doing, whoa, a BeamMP stream on Sunday. Framework laptops. No, I've not heard of that. Oh my goodness, that's too fast. We're going to do BeamMP on Sunday. We're going to be doing it at 7 PM UK, I think. I haven't decided what we're going to be doing, but I have got some stuff planned for the future. Yeah, I'm using the computer now. It's fine. It took a bit of work. To get it back up and running, but it's running better than ever. Like, I'm getting way better FPS in games, no stuttering. Yeah, I'm happy. You know what, I should try SnowRunner. SnowRunner used to run like absolute rubbish for me. It ran so badly. Nope, in Britain we use mile per hour too. And I personally wouldn't want to change to kilometers. I don't think there's any reason. I don't think it's like, you know, for everything else, we don't use Imperial anymore here. Maybe for like height. So yeah. I don't think it's important. I really don't think it's an important thing to do. It would cost many tens, maybe even hundreds of millions to change all the signposts, all the legislation, all the rule book. You just don't need to do it. Metric is better because more numbers. How does that... I think there's the same amount of numbers. I'm 5'10", which is 178 centimeters, I think. So not that tall. But I wouldn't want to be any taller, and I wouldn't want to be any shorter. I think people that are self-conscious about their height, I don't really get that. I mean, yeah, I'd love to be 6 foot, but why? You know? I don't struggle to get in small cars. I don't hit my head on doorways. Shorter people live longer, you know? There's a lot of perks to being tall, there's a lot of perks to being short. Yeah, but I can go over 100 kilometers per hour on a highway, but we call it 70 miles per hour. So I'm lucky my car has both the mile per hour and the kilometer per hour on the speedometer. Some cars don't. No, 70 isn't 100, I know. Wow, it's too dark. Oh, we're not going to switch. We're not going to switch to metric, I'm certain. Britain is in a good spot between hybrid. It's what's called hybrid. It's between metric and imperial. And we understand imperial units, and we also understand metric. But America, for some reason, changed imperial. So gallons are different. What else is different? A pint is different. Yeah. You're from Ireland? Well, we are driving around Ireland right now. Your dad drives? Oh dear. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to go on the Autobahn, but it would scare me a little bit. People drive on there like they own the road. That's the problem. I would like to go though, you know. Your highway speed limit's 120. See, that's about right. I think it should be like, I think it's 130 in France. And I think places in the Netherlands have 140 now. But I don't know. I've never taken the Saab to the Nürburgring. It's never happening. I'm never driving around there. I just think it's too dangerous. And it's not like, it doesn't matter how safe you drive. I've seen oil spills that cause massive crashes. I would drive someone else's car on there, but not my own. I care too much about it. So it's not happening. Spain has a speed limit. I think Italy... Does Italy have a speed limit? I don't know. On the Autostrada. Yes, I've been to Japan. I've been lucky enough to visit there 3 times. So I've definitely been to Japan before. How much did I get the Saab for? £1. Because I bought it from my granddad and he passed it on to me. Japan, man. Yes, that's me. I love the country. I just think it's an amazing country. I'm not sure I'd want to live there, like, for many years. I might want to live there for a few months, but now I'm doing YouTube, I'm kind of stuck here. When Simulator Adventures anime profile picture? It kind of is, isn't it, already? How do you do oil changes? What? How often do you do oil changes? Like, isn't it every service? Yeah, I'll be doing a video on the Saab at some point, but I should keep this for the Q&A, but I'm planning to leave it until this channel needs to make money for me. Then I'll consider doing a second channel about cars. Gotta go now, no Ocelot. No. Our only moderator. We got 34 viewers and 34 likes. Can we get to 40? I'm sure there's some of you out there who haven't liked the stream. We will do that, but I can't really put a real world car video on this channel, if you see what I mean. It just wouldn't work. Now, can I just have a look at something? Why is my webcam so bright today? That's pretty bright, isn't it? What is going on? Does it matter? It doesn't really matter, does it? Nah. It's the sunlight coming through there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Back to gear. Yeah, it's alright, Ocelot. I was only joking. Have a good evening. Yep, some videos are members only. I'm going to be doing members exclusive content in the future, but they're never going to be like BeamMP mod reviews, you know? I'm never going to do BeamMP mod reviews and stuff like that behind the paywall. I want to do like special videos, not my typical stuff, so that nobody misses out on my regular content. Do more of them, I will do more of them. Just give me a couple of weeks. I know you're starving for them, I know. Still at 34 likes, 43 viewers. Come on, there must be people out there who haven't liked. You know what, let's try and get to 50 likes by the end of the stream. Come on, we can do it. Right, can I overtake these people? Yes, I realised that your account's been banned. GS. You know, I don't know if they do it every service, but I'm assuming they change the filter every service, and when you do that, I'm pretty sure you have to drain the tank. I'm pretty sure you have to change... No, maybe they don't do the oil filter every... They don't need to do that every year, do they? I don't know. Like the shot of you driving in the fog. Wow. That's quite a rare video you found there. They do. Yeah, I think when you change an oil filter, because it's part of the system, you have to change the oil. DHL van pulling out on me. Whoa. You fill your oil filter with eggnog. Good. God, I don't know if I've ever had eggnog. I prefer a snowball at Christmas. The snowballs are Advocar, lemonade and lime juice. It's amazing. With ice and a cherry. Amazing. Singapore Transport, thank you for coming by. We're up to 36 likes. We might do it tonight, I don't know. I'm hoping that as I do the regular streams, you know, at least 2 a week, maybe more in the future, I'm going to make sure we get these streams, the viewers up, the community interaction up, and we're going to do some more multiplayer stuff as well. So yeah, it's going to be good. Your guys' support really helps me out. If you're watching this after I finish, hello. If you're watching this, the recording of this, please leave a comment. Tell me what you'd like me to do in Truck Sim. Your comments and your thoughts. Here we are. Your comments and your thoughts really help me out. And if you watch my video, leave a comment. Give it a like, leave a comment. And hit the bell. Make sure you hit the bell on the channel. And join the Discord server, because I do have an option there. You can select a role that will automatically ping you every time I have a new video. You gotta go now, Jaden? Well, thank you for joining. I've gone the wrong way. Now, oh, hang on a minute. No, I'm not gonna hit the barriers. I'm a pro driver. Here we go. Can we turn around in this? Oh, it's a little bit tight, isn't it? Oh, this is bad. I went the wrong way, and now I'm stuck. Hang on. Here we go. Here we go. Now, that is a pro maneuver. You have to admit that was pro. Whoop. Reverse a bit. Beep, beep, beep. There we go. Yeah, in your dreams row. Oh, it's a shame. Right then. Halfway through level 4. Wow. We are making quite a bit of money. 37k. I don't think we need a loan. Right. Let's continue. Not back to Belfast. I want to go up the... this... Well... We could do back to Belfast, but take this road past Sligo. In fact, that's what we're going to do. Let's do it. Tune Asar, it already is tuned. Right. Like that. There you go. Past Galway. Right, adjust the camera again. Now, I'm just going to check something. I can see people subscribing, but we haven't got any alerts. Now, that just could be, you know, like a delay or something on the bot. Can I see them? No, I don't think they have come through. Well, it's all on. Oh, I need to turn that off. Why is that on at all? I'll leave it. No one's ever going to subscribe to that channel. Right then, let's go. Let's go. The note for Yara, thank you. Yep. Right, I need to remind myself. Gaijin is what? Gaijin Entertainment has pre-approved you for their new game Active Matter. What? I get these keys from game companies and Gaijin have just approved me for that. Okay. Right there, notes. I need to put this into my thing. Right, here we go. Yara fix with the DLL. There you go. Let's go. Well, let's put the seat up a bit. I hate how this position is always wrong. Here we go. And you have to change it every time. It's so weird. So weird. Down one. Yeah, that'll do. Right, lights on. Off we go. Okay, up the west coast of Ireland now. What video are you going to make for your birthday? Probably nothing, to be honest. Probably nothing. Whoop. No traffic at all. I do kind of dislike that about this game. Just make a post on the what chord? Yeah, I'll probably do a post. I'm not going to do... Right, Green Pixels asked a question. I'm not going to play My Summer Car because the Saab in the game isn't drivable. I'm boycotting it until they add the Saab as a drivable vehicle. And I don't even think there's a mod for it, really. The mod is not very good to make the Saab drivable. I do have the motion blur mod on. Yes, I've got, what's it called? Snowy Moon? There you go. Doing Control P, unfortunately, turns on the wipers. Will you do my winter car? Probably not for the same reason. Anyway, I did Mon Bazoo and nobody watched it. People didn't find it that interesting, so... Unfortunately... How many mods do I have in BeamNG? I never keep mods... in BeamNG at all. I just get rid of them after I do a video. But I've done reviews on about 600 mods. I think I've reviewed 600 or more mods. So it's kind of crazy, right? Probably only YBR and Neological have reviewed more mods than me. And that doesn't even count the streams where people sent me mods. And I did like 30 mods in one go. Whoop, hit the curb. The force feedback is feeling quite good actually today. I can feel everything. There we go, here come the notifications there. Uelson, Lima, thank you. 85828. I think that is. So we are getting there. No, straightforward. I'm not driving very well, am I? YBI has thousands of BeamNG videos, yeah, I know. I mean, in some ways, he kind of had his day, right? But YouTube robbed him of his channel, basically. And it shows how difficult YouTube can be. But in general, I would say that in 2025, that kind of content, without edits, doesn't perform as well as, not being like biased towards myself or anything, but my style of content, as soon as I started editing the videos down, making them more refined and shorter, rather than just me sitting down, literally reacting to a mod, my videos did so much better when I started editing them. So, I didn't even check. I was right in the lane when I started to check. Are the notifications for Casual Monkey? Yes. I don't know, actually. I don't think I have it turned on. Here we go. Here's a new road we've not been on. Oh, but Chris, he doesn't really do content anymore. He's not a content creator that does, you know... I don't know, I guess he doesn't have a job? Or does he? Or did he have a job? I think he does have... Oh no, he's at college, isn't he? He's at college at the moment. Yeah, that's what he said. But I think if he was to come back in a big way, he would need to do edited videos. Maybe that's not... I don't know. What is that? What do people want? I mean, I saw he did a video on... Was it an update? Or a mod or something? It didn't do very well in terms of views. And YouTube has changed so much, even from when he quit, like in 2021. Jaden is back. They're bored. Well, I hope you'll find this interesting. We're over an hour in now, and I'm feeling fine. Not uncomfortable, not bored. To be honest, though, we have seen pretty much all of Ireland so far. TSW6, do you mean Train Sim World 6? No, I will never play Train Sim again on the channel, because I did a sponsored video for them and they didn't pay me. So, in my opinion, Dovetail Games are no friends of mine. The traffic mod is in the description. You can check out the Steam collection. Where are you from? From the UK. I used to do train sim videos on the channel, so if you're looking for train sim stuff, I've got plenty of videos on the channel. I must have 30 or 40 videos on train sim on the channel, so you can go and check those out. I did a video on some kind of graphics mod. Is it the RW enhancer? I kind of like that. Biteso, welcome. A BeamMP modder is in the chat. What mod is the UI up top? That is YARA. Again, link in the description. Check out the Steam collection. You can follow the collection. For some reason it wouldn't let me upload a picture for the collection, but you can have a look at that. It's a public collection, I think. Somebody let me know. I think it's a public collection on Steam. But it's called YARA. Y-A-R-A. Whoa. Let's brake a bit. There we go. You are really amazing. I don't think that's what it stands for. I think it's called Yet Another Route Advisor. What are you doing? Oi! What's this joker doing? What's happened? We're stuck in traffic. Look at this guy. Look, look. He's just stopped there. Stellantis. Boo. You suck. Alright. You're going to do live shows? You mean live streams? Oh. Bit of a glitch going on with the road markings there. They're disappearing as I get close to them. There's always a jam there, yeah. When you've got a modded map, they don't... The traffic never really works perfectly, so... I mean, this is quite a nice area of the map, but it's not the most detailed. And that kind of suggests to me that they finished this area like years ago. I mean, look at the traffic jam! Look at that traffic! Oh my goodness. And I wish you could, like in Train Sim and OMSI, I wish you could pull down the sun visor a bit. Is there even a sun visor on this truck? I don't know. They have like roller blinds at the front. I've gone the wrong way. I'm not even concentrating right now. Hold on. La la la. Don't pull out on me. 10-ton truck coming through. Don't pull out on me. Oh dear. Citroen. Yeah. Oh dear. Here we are, guys, in the Irish countryside. So we're going to have a look, see how realistic it is. I vaguely know what the Irish countryside should look like. I mean, it's not... In terms of the landscape, it's quite similar to areas of Wales and Britain. But the architecture is slightly different. The roads are slightly different. I think the roads are very realistic. So... But yeah, we are in a Volvo. It's a Volvo FH, what? 420. Of course it is. 420 Blazer, of course. Yeah, it looks good. These are like retro farms, like kind of like Victorian era farms. And it's raining. Great. That is going to make the road really slippy as well. It also seems to make my game lag. Well, not lag. I've got lower FPS now. I've got rain on. That's weird. Never mind. Whoa, it's slippy. Yeah, it is slippy. Typical Irish weather. Exactly. Now, Ireland and Britain must rain about the same amount. Ireland doesn't use the Vienna Convention on road signs, rather US-style warning signs. Really? Well, in Britain we have exactly the same yield signs, so... Except ours doesn't actually say yield in it, I don't think. Is it still light outside? I like to end my streams before it gets dark, you know? While we're in the summer. Because if you finish streaming when it's dark, you're like, oh my god, that's the day gone. You know? Ah, break! Break, break, break! Whoa. The yellow diamonds. What's the yellow diamonds? Where is that? Road signs, okay. Look at the moisture on the windscreen, or the window. Look at that. That looks really good. I've always thought the rain is really nice in this game, right? Open the window, ready? Here we go. Oh yeah, nice bit of rain. Oh. Whoa! I wasn't concentrating. $44 likes. Can we get to 50? Come on, guys. You can do it. Check that like button. If you haven't pressed it yet, hit that like button. We can get to 50. What? Look at this weather! That's crazy weather! It's like we're playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Wow. I need to look at the road now because we've not got much visibility at all. I mean, this is really, like, immersive. I really feel like I'm in a truck driving in the early morning with this rain and fog. I really do feel like it is very realistic. Real car stuff? I don't know, maybe. We'll see how it progresses, because my plan is to put real car stuff on a different channel. So I don't know how that would work with would the members get the content on there as well here, or how would that work? I don't know. But my main 100% ambition right now, I want to get this channel up to a level where I can afford to live off it, and I'm nearly there. You know, we're not that far away. It's going well at the moment, but we're not there yet. I need as much support as I can get. You're going to the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Oh dear. Come on, truck. It can't decide what gear to be in. 78, 79, come on, 80 kilometers per hour. You can do it. There you go. Wow, look at this weather. Some crazy weather here. Yes, yes. So I'm using TrackIR 5. It's a camera up there, and then on my head, I'm using the TrackClip Pro, but this is a custom-made one I got off Etsy. I think it's a battery-powered head tracker kind of thing. Works exactly the same as TrackIR, but you don't have to have an extra wire. So I love it. It's way better than Tobii eye tracker. The other thing you have to think about is you can use camera phone apps now, so you can use your phone or you can use a webcam. They're not going to be as reliable as TrackIR, but they're not bad. They're okay. I've enjoyed seeing Ireland, actually. It's kind of fun. YouTube's sending you ads. I haven't got the ad automator on. Like, you can have automatic ads. I don't have that turned on, so I'm not sure why that's happening. Yeah, these roundabouts are kind of annoying. Like, in the middle of nowhere as well. Why does that need to be a roundabout? There's nobody here. Oh, stop raining. Yeah, I'm quite impressed with this part of the map. Not the most detailed, but it's a good representation of Ireland within the limits that, you know, ETS2 has. It's got to be a small map. It can't be that detailed because this game is so old now. If you put 8K textures in, it's just going to crash the game. 49 likes. One more. We can do it. Your friend crashed his BMW. In BeamMP? I mean, this interior still looks quite nice in 2025, but it's very old now. Don't like it with an alter count. 50 likes! Yay! Thank you, everybody. Yeah, don't like it with an alter count. It doesn't actually help my channel. I'm 25. Basically. I'm 24. 25 in 4 days. I guess that's 25 now, right? Wow, still got 300 kilometers left. This is crazy. Yep, I'm a quarter of a century old. Yeah, I'm very old, as you can see. You think I'm going to live to 100? Not many men live to 100. I think the oldest man is only about 106 or something at the moment. Maybe a bit more than that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the Sunday BeamMP stream. We're in Sligo now. I haven't decided what we'll be doing, but we will be doing some stuff with the members. I've got some really cool stuff planned for the future on that server. I can't wait to show you. It's just a work in progress. There's so many things on this channel are. But yeah, it'll be good. Jaden, you can never know that. Life is funny. You can never know how long you're going to live. And people that, you know, there's websites you can do. I went for a red light. You know, there's websites you can do that estimate your average life expectancy. Absolute nonsense. Well, no, Simon, some people have a lot of mobility when they're old. You know, you look at Especially like Japan. Look at that. Oh dear, what's going on with the... It's just that traffic light, isn't it? Look at Japan. The old people in Japan are very healthy. We are going back to Belfast, but we're taking the long way round. So we have seen pretty much all of Ireland apart from Waterford, Kilkenny, and Dublin. Okay, you know what we should do? We should go back to Dublin and leave via the ferry, and that's what we'll do. We should get back on the ferry from Dublin. Whoops. Evolution Evo. That's an original name. Thank you for subscribing. I mean, you can find people that are like 65 and have no mobility, red light again. Or you can find people that are 105 and still walk, still drive. You know, life is very crazy. And, you know, I'm young. You guys, some of you guys are probably younger than me, right? I don't think now is the time to be thinking about longevity, right? You're so young. Having said that, you know, I don't smoke. I drink. I don't drink to excess, so it's not like I'm doing that well. You see, I don't exercise. I really should exercise. I put on a lot of weight in the last couple of years, but there's many reasons for that. I was way too underweight, so Lister mods are in the description. Go to the gym. Yeah, exactly. Lister mods are in the description. I've also got a Steam collection with most of the mods in there. Through Lisburn. I don't think it's in this map, is it? Yeah, we are going right through Lisburn. Look. Here we go. Yeah, I should exercise, you know. I see all these like gamers that end up going to the gym and actually becoming fit, and I think, well, if they can do it, what's my excuse? Like streamers, you know, things like that. Not that you should ever like compare yourself to streamers. Now, I think I meant to stop here. No, I'm okay. ATS or ETS2? We're playing ETS2. I'm not sure what the question is. Have you explored Azerbaijan? Yeah, I did a, is it the Great Plains? No, what's it called? Great Steppe, that's it. I've done streams on that in the past, so yeah. Whoa! Oh my goodness! That was bad. I completely overcorrected there. No, I don't know that. I don't think I've been to Azerbaijan. No. I'm sorry. Will they ever make an Ireland DLC? Well, first things first, they need to do a refresh, a revamp of the... Yes, yeah, you're right. We're now in Britain. It's got mile per hour. They need to do a refresh of the DLC. The DLC, I'm talking about, of the UK map. The UK map needs to be completely revamped, and then they can think about Ireland. But see, there's not enough content in Ireland to do a DLC. It would have to be a free DLC, I reckon. Why don't you play Truckers MP? The frame rate's really bad. It's really difficult to get people to meet up. The voice chat is like really sweary and loud. It's a bit stressful. The consensus is... Okay, I didn't know that. I suppose that could happen. South African mods. I don't know. You see, Ocelot is from South Africa. He would know. I'm sure he would have told us before if there was a South Africa map. I know that there was a map called TSM. God, I'm so much older than you guys, and I know this stuff. But like back in the day, like 10 years ago, there was TSM, which was like a big map. Like back in the day, there was ProMods and there was TSM, and the community was split down the middle. Half of them played TSM, half of them played ProMods, and TSM had Europe, and what am I talking about? ProMods had Europe, TSM had Africa, some of Asia. It was crazy. You could go to Egypt. They had like the Sphinx and the pyramids. Oh, it was great. But I think the guy that made it died. No, TSM also changed parts of Europe. It updated a lot of the European map too. But the person that made it, I think, died. And then they tried to keep it alive and it just didn't work. So they haven't updated it for about 3 or 4 years now. And ProMods basically won in the end. Graphics card, I have an exclamation mark specs command. I will send that in the chat. I think. Oh, why is that not working now? Come on. It's just stopped working. No. One more time. Oh dear. Hold on. Why has that stopped working? Stream Deck. That's really annoying. Yeah, it seems to be working. Exclamation mark specs. Why are you not working? Why are you not This is like streaming. It always happens. Right, here we go. Open YouTube. Don't know. I'll have to type it in. Exclamation mark specs. There you go. Now, would any of the others work? Let's do exclamation mark Discord. That doesn't work either. That is really weird. Here, hang on. Restart the Stream Deck app. I've been told to do that before. Quit. Right. As I'm going along, I will restart it. So, I have a little button box here that can put commands into the chat. I don't think it's something I can fix. It was working earlier, right? Here we go. Right. I can see it. It says the amount of viewers we've got. So if I press specs now, it works. I just have to restart it. There you go. You have to go. Yolan, well, thank you for joining us. I'm using the headset microphone. It's pretty good. Not perfect, you know. It's not the highest quality, but it's one of the highest quality headset microphones. And for me, that is perfect because I haven't got the room for a desktop mic. Eventually, you know, if I can move out, afford to move out, I would love to have that. But that's just a nice thing that you would hope to have. You know, it's an ambition. A big microphone, like condenser, on an arm. Get a lav mic. Nah. They're not very good. Headset model. It's the Beyerdynamic MMX 330 Pro, I think. Moser. Definitely go Moser. Moser have the R5 trucking bundle. Look for that on their website. I've got a link somewhere. There it is. I've got a link down there. Go and check it out from the link in the chat. It's an affiliate link. It does support me at no extra charge to you. The trucking bundle is like $500, but for that you get the truck wheel, you get the R5 base, you get the mount, and you also get pedals. So it's a good bundle. I use Truck IR, yes. Barry Scott, Fernbus is done. I know someone unbelievably, who's played Fernbus for 100 hours. I don't know how they did it, but they have. And their game crashes all the time. And they've just told me, it's over. I will never play Fernbus again. And this is from someone that likes the game, you know? It's over. It is over. You have to pay extra for the blinker add-on, yes. But the blinker add-on is a very technical, high-end piece of equipment. You know, it's not that expensive, but it's definitely a a luxury accessory, if you see what I mean. Like, you don't need it. The truck sim wheel has buttons for the indicators, has buttons for the cruise control, but if you want to take your realism to the next level, the stalks are perfect. However, the one thing I would criticize Moser for, and it's not really their fault, it's that the games don't fully support Moser stuff right now, and the main thing they don't support are these stalks. Moser's great. They feel amazing. They're very highly quality in their construction, but game developers need to wake up and see that thousands of people are buying this stuff, but they don't support them. You still have to have a mod to get the stalks to work, and you can check the video out on the channel. I've got a tutorial of how to set them up in Truck Sim and BeamNG. I will be making videos in the future whenever, like, I don't know what I think Assetto has some kind of mod you can get it to work with the stalks, but yeah, I'm using lots of mods, yeah, in the description. ProMods is the main thing we're using. You want to watch Grog TV? Okay. Have they just released a new video? GS is back. So thank you everybody, we hit 50 likes. This stream has done better than the last one, so I'm happy about that. I think it has, I think. Yeah, so the Hori, it comes with more buttons, it's more all-in-one, but the pedals are like a child's toy. I think I had pedals like that for the PlayStation in 2006. It was so low quality. I've seen them, they look just like a child's toy. I don't think it will last as long as the Moser thing, and also this is a fully oh, there's a plane up there, look. This base is a direct drive wheelbase. That means you get the ultimate force feedback. You will not be getting that kind of force feedback with the really old-fashioned low-tech system they use in the Hori wheel. In fact, I'm not entirely sure what kind of force feedback it has, right? Not sure. The best BeamNG YouTuber, well, thank you. For those of you that missed it, come to the Discord server. I've been talking about this a little bit, but videos return next week. For now, I'm doing daily shorts, I'm doing community posts, and I'm doing this live stream. And we're doing a live stream on Sunday, so just bear with me until next week. Videos will return. I think it'll be worth the wait for this video, so yeah. Yeah, it's like the G29 gear-driven, yeah. The Hori truck control system go back instead of staying in the same position. Yeah, I suppose it's more realistic with the Moser one, but that is part of the problem why they're not supported in games, because most games don't have a indicator cancel button, and that's what you need to get these working perfectly. The BeamMP server, Chris, that is meant to be kind of like private information, but it is coming along. It's out of my hands, it's not in my hands, but yeah. Alright, let's speed up a bit. I want to get down to Dublin today. Road trip mode Edward I'm going to be playing. I'm going to be enjoying that. I'm looking forward to that a lot. Cruising is relaxing, and because I'm on a new PC, I didn't download any music, so I'm going to be downloading some music. In fact, I'll put that on my list. I need to download some road trip music so we can have, for you know, some nice relaxing music to listen to that's copyright free when we're driving in Truck Sim or BeamNG. PS5, I'm on PC, it's not on PS5 yet. It is coming, but not yet. Coaches coming to ETS. I think it's going to be good. I don't think it's going to be like the most amazing bus simulator ever. In the way it feels, it'll be great, but hopefully they've added the business aspect of it. You know, you can do the same thing as you can do with this, where you can set lines, you can hire drivers, you can maintain the trucks, you can customize the trucks, the coaches, you can customize them. That'd be nice. And it'd also be nice if they let you have like a livery editor in this game, so you could go in and you could put like your name on the side. That would be nice. Instead of having to do it in like, you know, a Photoshop. Like I don't even have to touch the steering wheel, look. Yep. Born in 2000, yeah. This is such a straight road. Steering assist I have, yeah. I don't find it works very well. I think it could be a bit better. Now, where are we? I think we're coming into Belfast now. Where's Belfast Zoo? I went to Belfast Zoo. In fact, we can have a look around before we... Whoa! Before we finish today, I'm going to have a look around. Is this Belfast Zoo is on the other side of the city, so I never came to the south side of the city. Nearly rolled it on that corner. Yeah, we only visited the centre, the east, like the Docklands, and where am I going now? Over here. I think I recognise. Yes, Stena Line. That was the ferry we went on. Yeah. I want to have a look at Belfast before we finish. What is the best mod on BeamMP Drive? That is way too broad a question. I would never be able to answer that. There you go. That's the mountain there, look. Where the zoo is. There's a zoo there. Go! Overtake this guy, come on. No, 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 no. Oh... Well, that's one way to pass him. Look at this, look! That's not good. That's where you get off to get on the ferry? Whoa. I need to go back into, first person. I'm sure we can find a job down to Dublin. There we go. Yep, Green Castle. That's where you go for. Down there is where we went for the zoo. Yep, it looked exactly like that. You know, they've done a great job of creating this in the game. They really have. Oh, my driver's getting tired. They've done a really good job. I'm going to have a look first. So could we find the zoo, I wonder? I doubt they've put that much detail in. Yep. Oh, that's the wrong... Sorry, that's the wrong link. Specs, there you go. Specs. There you go. Ah, that was a... How did that happen? How did that happen? Okay. Wow. How did that happen? I think we hit the curb, right? I didn't do anything to stop it either. We went, oh yeah, 1 hour 40 minutes without crashing, and then right at the last minute. I was taking it too fast, definitely. Right. Here we are. So let's have a quick look at Belfast in this game. Let's see what they've got in the city. See how realistic it is and what I recognise before we finish here. Here we go. Pull over. Right, so we drove up from the centre of the city, down this motorway. Whoa. There you go. To this place here, which is just this big rock. And around here is the zoo. They put the zoo on this big rock. Now, when we go back to that junction, we came down here. I mean, they've actually modelled all of... Look at this Nintendo truck. They've modelled all of this, but you can't drive there. We went up here. Yeah, they've modelled all of it, but you can't drive there. Now, is that a church? What is that? What the... Spooky. Let's have a look back at the city then. Here we go. Look, Harland and Wolff, where the Titanic was built. That is the Titanic Museum, or it's meant to be the Titanic Museum, but it doesn't really look like it. They've just kind of put these buildings in a weird formation to make it look like the museum, but it's not the museum. Anything else? No, that's it. What's that? A crane. Wow. I'm pretty impressed. I mean, they have put a lot of detail and thought into this, considering it's Euro truck, right? Here we go. Right. Now, can I recover myself, and can I do a proper parking job without leaving the cockpit? GS, thank you.
Like just renewed their Simulate membership. Like celebrates 2 months of membership. Make a little shopping stream now.
No. I don't think so. Maybe. Silence, hello, welcome to the stream. I just cheated. Oh my god, I'm so used to cheating. What an idiot. What an idiot I am. Oh, I'm annoyed. Right. Yeah, I'm a cheater. I'm sorry. Wow. Right, long distance. Here we go. Right, Dublin. We want to go to Dublin. There's nothing there. So, Wexford? No. Limerick? Oh, damn. How can I mean... I haven't paid for Snow Moon, no. How are we going to go to Dublin? Oh, there you go. But that's really long. That's really long. And we've literally just driven that route already. Who cares? Okay. Live cattle. Great. We're taking live cattle. And are they live? Let's have a look. Now, if they were live, they would be moving. So let's have a look. Moving. Hello? Moo-moos. Hello? Yeah, they look really live, don't they? Look how live they are. What have you been doing to these cows? They're not real cows. Look. They're just models of cows. Anyway. Right. Yeah, they're like body pillows, aren't they? Wow. You are not going to be able to... Wow, this flipping cockpit. There you go. That'll do. Right then, let's go. Ah, let me make a note, sorry. While I can remember. What's going on? Whoa. Why am I getting so many... okay. Right, now I need to download stream music. So the next time I will have some stream music so we can listen to it as we drive. That's not copyrighted. Right then, to Dublin. Nice. They do have insurance in Euro Truck. I'm fairly sure. Whoa. I mean, we've literally just driven this route, look. We've just driven this route. Okay. We're not in the UK, we're in Ireland. You're going to gift a SimFan membership. I think you have to gift Sim Elite. That's another reason I want to go to just having one tier, because you can only gift the highest tier, I think. Oh dear. Look at that smoke. What the heck? What are they doing there? Are they burning cows? What's going on? Are they burning models of cows? Wow. Try Euro Truck without the UI, but then how do I tell where I'm going? The problem is we're doing quick jobs, so most of the trucks don't have, what do you call it? Like 10 grand for this job. Don't have a sat-nav. You look at the signs. Use the signs. I kind of need that on though. I need that on to see the speed. Go on then. I will use the signs to get to Dublin. What's my ETS2 version? Latest? Why would I be using anything other than latest? I've never been someone that uses like old versions of games. If an update comes out, I will usually... Oh no. There you go. I will usually just wait for... what am I talking about? Yeah, so if an update comes out and it breaks a mod, I will just wait for the mod to be updated before I play again. I don't really roll back. I never do that. Whoa, I thought he was going to turn then. I really thought he was turning into our path. The AI can do that sometimes, and they can annoy you a bit. Right, I need to be looking at signs, so even more attention on the road needed. You want to build something in Minecraft? Oh, a truck. Let's keep it topical. A truck. Yeah, I think the AI in BeamMP is slightly worse, but that's mostly because they can wreck your car. In this game, when the AI crash into you, you usually don't have a wrecked truck after it. Quite a lot of the time you do, but yeah. Whoa! Wow. Oh yeah, and when we get there, I need to make sure I don't exit the truck. Enniskillen, I do recognise that name. I don't have any opinion on the Civic. I have no opinions about the Civic at all. How far away are we? Oh, I can't look at the map, can I? You guys won't let me look at the map. Go on then. Yeah. They've just gone through a red light by the looks. That's weird. Subscriber count's gone up a bit this stream. We've gone up like 25 subs this stream, I think. Not too bad. $25 in like 2 hours isn't bad. What was your first game with vehicles? Now that's a tricky question. First game with vehicles. I mean like game, not like a learning game you'd have like as a toddler, right? You know, on like a what were those things called? The leapfrog, yeah, I think. Maybe like Banjo Pilot on the Game Boy, or Flight Simulator. Actually, I actually played Flight Simulator when I was like 2, so probably that. I had a joystick and everything when I was 2. It wasn't mine. It was given to my granddad by his uncle. No, my uncle. Not my granddad's uncle. I don't even know who my granddad's uncle is. So yeah, I wasn't a normal 2-year-old playing Flight Sim, and look how I turned out. No, it was years before I played Mario Kart. ...2005, maybe on the DS, which would have been Mario Kart DS, right? Right then, here we go. I mean, I do like these kind of roads, but I think you would get a little bit bored of driving around here all the time. They need just a few more places and motorways on the map to make it more interesting. But yeah, I would love to see them do a UK Truck Simulator 2, where you could have a really detailed version of Britain, like every city, a lot of towns, some villages. That'd be nice, but I mean, UK Truck Simulator is what, 15 years old now? Crazy. I know someone that used to stream it like back in the day, and they were like streaming in on Justin TV when Twitch was called Justin TV. Yeah, they were crazy days, right? And I've grown up in a completely different age to that, and I've been very lucky to be on YouTube at a time when technology is much further ahead. However, back in those days, if you were the only person streaming Truck Sim, you'd have done well. You know, I remember Squirrel was like the first big Euro Truck player on YouTube, and he came to it late. He came like 4 or 5 months after it released. He started playing with a joystick. Squirrel is the GOAT. Yeah, I don't watch him anymore. I don't like his community anymore. I find his community quite, you know, nah. I find his community a bit weird. The stream community, mainly. Daggerwin, I've heard the name. That Drift Boy, thank you for subscribing. But yeah, I don't watch as much... Where is that airport? There's another plane going. I don't watch as much Truck Sim as I used to. I used to watch a lot of Truck Sim, but no, not anymore. Oh, stop! Ah! Look, whoa! I thought he was going to cut across me there. Right then. On the way. Zenith! Zenith, wow.
Zenith Harris gifted Mavano_ball Simulator membership.
Wow, Zenith, thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's very generous. Shout up in chat, Zenith. I haven't seen you yet, but thank you for the gifted membership. And congrats to Mavano Ball. Mavano, say thanks to Zenith. They just gifted you a membership. That means, Mavano, if you're still here, you can join the BeamMP on Sunday. 5 PM? No, it's 7 PM. Come to the Discord server. I'll link it in the chat. Now, hang on a minute. I'm gonna... Do I risk? No, not there, not there. Thank you very much. And Mavano, link your Discord account with your YouTube account, and then you can get the role, the Simulate member role on the Discord server. Okay, I won't look. A Razor truck, look. Look at that. Wow. Futuristic. Please let me in. Please, I'm being squeezed. I'm being squeezed by a truck and a car. Wow. Great. Is that a bus lane? No, I just think that's the colour their hard shoulders are in Ireland. Or Northern Ireland. Here we go. So we're still not at Belfast, but then we've got to go down to Dublin. Here we go. Here's the exit. Not a problem doing it. I love doing it because I lived off giving it for a long while. Well, thank you, Zenith. Thank you very much for the support. Thank you. Here we go. Down to Dublin. Is this really the road? It's not a motorway. Or maybe it is, I don't know. Here we go. It's been a good journey so far, no crashes. I've not been driving very well, but... Alright, here we go, Dublin. down the A1. Also, I'm glad Zenith tested the bot there. The alert did come up and it worked, so that's good. Not that many technical difficulties tonight, which is good. Less than usual, I think, would be the term to use. Oh, no. What lane do we need to be in? Straightforward. Hello NG, welcome. We're just driving down to Dublin. We've explored all of Ireland today, and now we're going to drive into the centre of Dublin and get on the ferry back to England. Or maybe Wales. I think it'll take us to Wales, yeah. I don't think we drove on this earlier, I can't remember. That's leaning quite a lot there. How fast is that truck going? My motion blur intensity is at 4, I think. Yeah, 4. Why, is it too much? Too little? Yeah, I'm taking it a bit too fast, I think. You downloaded Snow Moon. Well, it's really up to you, but I find 4 the best, just because I have... Go on, then. If I can just quickly... There you go. There you go. There it is. There you go. You can pause the stream and have a look at that. Right, 90 kilometers per hour. Yeah, it's going well. Oh no, it's this bit. Oh, I think I know where we are. Is it this bit with the toll booth again? I think it might be. Where did you learn the tips from BeamMP? I thought them up myself. Mostly, I think 5 of them might have been suggested to me. But yeah, 15 of them at least. Yeah, I know where we are. It's that toll booth again. Whoa, look at that. Did you see that Jaguar? That is just like real life. He was zooming down there. I mean, we're doing 90, so... What's that sign say? Something Valley Bridge. Very nice. Here we go. Toll booth. There he go. Look at him go! So it seems like some of the cars are much faster than the others. You can't type funny things. It's been held by YouTube. So So I can just click show or hide, so it hasn't actually gone through. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't come through on the chat. Whatever you're typing, it doesn't come through. Pretty good journey so far. Now, I'm going to have to turn on the sat-nav because I don't know where the place we have to deliver to is. I'm sorry I had to turn it back on, but we made it, so... Still light outside, just about. It's just about light outside, so I'll be finishing before it gets dark. Well, here we go. Look, Dublin is a little bit foggy tonight. 8 o'clock in the game. I want to get there before it gets dark. Come on. Yeah, here we go. Whoa, rolling it over, damn it. Wow, it's really foggy now. Look at this. What the hell? Look at this. Why is it so foggy? Oh, I've gone the wrong way. Wow, that went badly. Wow. We're not going to see much of Dublin like this. I mean, I can't even see out my mirror right now. Can't see a thing. That's why you should turn your lights on when it gets foggy. I can barely see the junction. Look at the... I mean, if it looked like this in real life, I would not drive. This is way too foggy to drive safely. We don't have fog lights in this game. Although the game really should. Where do I go? I can barely see. Right, I'm not going to cheat. I just went over a stop sign. I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to do the parking without leaving the cockpit, okay? Do the parking without leaving the cockpit. Let's see if I can do it. In the fog. Let's see. I mean, the lights basically do nothing. G'day, Milo. Here we go. Oh my goodness. I can't see out the mirrors. I literally can't see out the mirrors. Right. Here we go. What I could do... okay. I'm just guessing right now. That's kind of close to that. But... no, I think we're one over. Yeah, we're one over. Right, okay, hang on. Forward. Roll down the window, yeah. Ah. Solo. Genius. Right. Oh, there you go. Right, quickly, have a look at Dublin. Yeah, there it is. Wow, it's so foggy today. We can't get on the ferry because we don't own a boat. Own a boat? What am I talking about? We don't own a truck. Well, look at this. Wow, here's the ferry, look. I think. Somewhere. It's too foggy! Oh. Birds. Yeah, look at this. Look at this! Yeah. Anyway. We've driven around Ireland. We've done it. So there you go, everybody. We have driven all around Ireland. We've visited nearly every place. Driven on every road. I enjoyed that a lot. And next time we will get a job from here in Dublin back over to the UK. And then we'll head into Europe. So thank you, everybody. Sunday, bear in mind, we've got a BeamMP stream at 7 PM. Come to the Discord server to hear about all the latest news. Links in the chat. And I can't wait to see you then. So, from me, I'll see you soon with some more simulator adventures.